Hi guys, we have here 2015 BMW 750 Li with the V8 twin turbo 4 liter, and I'm replacing the spark plugs. The vehicle has around 98,000 miles, so it's about time. And before you get to the spark plugs, which are right there, you need to remove the air filter housings, and you can watch this removal into my other video about the air filters. And basically you need to start with the brace here, and then you lift up this air filter from this place here, and you disconnect these a few things to lift before you can take it out. Then the last thing that's left over before you reach these spark plugs is these vents, and these vents fit in there, and you have to lift it up actually on the upwards in order to disconnect it, because it has the lock on the top. And once you do that, you have actually easy access to these spark plugs, and these are very easy. They look very easy to replace. Once you get access to them, you just gotta grab this this handle. I need to see, because it's kind of, these are not easy to pull by fingers if they have been sitting there for a while. So you need to grab something to in order to pull them out. So these are where the spark plugs are, and you gotta grab something harder, because otherwise your fingers may not help you, and you have to be careful to pull these slowly, especially if they've been sitting for a while. But once actually, when you disconnect the when you open this, you need to pull the wires out too. It's before you actually pull this handle completely out. You pull this out, and you pull the ignition coil, and then you need to grab your tools in order to open these spark plugs. Okay, in order to get these, you're gonna need this special spark plug tool that has all these teeth inside. This is because these spark plugs are very special for these engines, and they have these multiple teeth. They don't have the standard 6-angle shape, so this is very specific tool only for these spark plugs. And these are the spark plugs that we're replacing for this specific engine, NGK, and this is the model on these if you need to buy them. And in order to get them out, I'm actually going to take them out with my my electrical Milwaukee ratchets. Remember, it has the long front end here, the long threads, and once you take them out, you can see these are pretty old. They're in bad shape, and come on, you can see there is a right there between the metal tip and this angle tip here. It has some extra metal that's kind of worn out, or there's a little bit of buildup also sometimes from the sparks. So it's time. Anyway, it's 98,000 miles. That's the new plugs. Okay, this is an M12 thread, so the According to BMW M12 thread, tightening torque is 23 plus 3 Newton meters. So I've adjusted my torque tool to 25 Newton meters. So I'm gonna start this by hand, and then we're going to continue with my electrical tool. Now we need to do the torques. Okay, if you can see in this hole, the actual spark plug has a little slight angle to the top, so you're gonna need to get this extension will need to have this little option here angled in order to make this swivel a little bit, because that way you make sure that you're not going to break the spark plugs when you tie it. Some of these BMWs have that strange version of spark plugs where they're pointed a little bit to one side. If you don't have the right tool, you are risking breaking these spark plugs. But in this case, the angle is not too much, so this will help us to actually with the installation. As you can see, look at the angle. It's actually not straight in the middle, but it's towards the upper end. I don't know if you can see it. You can see it from here. You see it's towards the upper end. So again, 25 Newton meters on this torque range, and I'm gonna try to torque this, and it's actually right on the spot. It's 25 Newton meters. That's it, 25 Newton meters, no more than this, because you may break something, but again, it's 25 Newton meters. Okay, before you install the coil, just get a little bit of grease and just kind of smudge it a little bit on the inside, so it helps you with the installation, and it helps the next time when you try to take these out. And again, these just they're going to install one direction. Remember, the plug is towards this side, to the right side. So actually this is the shape right here that helps you to install them in a direction. Right here is where this is gonna fall into this slot here, and when you get it down here, you need to lock the plug, and there's a special way. Once this goes in all the way in, you can clip it, and then you push it all the way down. And the same way you go with the next one. You open this and make sure that you release the cable or the plug first. This will release before you open this completely. You got to make sure it's right here, so you can pull the plug out, and then you get this open completely, and you use some kind of a hook tool in order to get this out. And you see, because it's been sitting in the car for so long, and it was never greased and this and that, now it's really hard to get this out. and I have to make extra efforts to get this out. Oh, here we go, we got it out. So the same way you go through all of these, and as you can see, actually you have access to all of them. And again, 25 Newton meters for all of them, and that's how you replace your spark plugs. And then you have to install the air boxes and everything else. You can watch my other video with air boxes. There's no point for me to do this right now because it's just gonna take too long, but you get the point. This is the main situation here with these spark plugs. Okay, thanks very much for watching. Please like my videos and please subscribe. Okay guys, I'm gonna show you how to install this back, and this guide here goes all the way down there. And before you install it, please get some grease and just smudge these insides where these plastics go, because it will help you tremendously with the installation. And then with the next person that's going to uninstall this out, so you need to pull it, kind of guide it back into that slot where it goes, and you need to get it through these pipes here, because this is where it's gonna go. It needs to go down here, so be careful with these pipes and kind of slide it down. And this is the way this goes. So again, this is a guide for the air. Also the stop guide here, you need to get these out, and the best thing you can do is, again, smudge these two sides, because this actually right here, there's space. This space here is actually given to you so that you can release these braces, and you can actually install it. And in order to help yourself, you need to push this all the way in once you release these. And when you push it back here, because originally it's supposed to stay here, when you push it down here all the way forward, this will let you install the box easier, or that's the proper way to install this. So let me get the box. Okay, again, as a reminder, get some grease and smudge these the mounts, the rubber mounts here on the bottom. This one where they go into these plastic ball joints here, and get some grease and smudge the ball joints also. And because that's going to be your main help here, is these ball joints, so you can push this back down. So now you can guide this down. Remember that remember the bottom guide here, all the way down here, and you need to kind of guide this bottom guide first here into the airbox, and then you need to, once this reaches this mount here, reaches this spot, this is where this is supposed to go, and then you can actually kind of bump it down. And then the guy on the front, you're gonna need to pull in this direction so that it clips into the box. And once it clips into the box, it's gonna be solid. It's right here actually, and you will see on the side here, you will see where it clips. It's this clip right here. And once you know that this is solid here, then you close this clip here, and you're gonna need to find the plug, the electrical plug for the MAF or map sensor. And don't forget, you need to get this, you need to slide this the sleeve back. You got some electrical connectors here in the way, so you need to probably push them a little bit out. Yeah, and then you need to guide this to go inside. And because we have the grease, this should be much easier now. You can release. You can release this brace a little bit, and oops, it came out. That's not good. I'm gonna release a little bit more, and need to get it back. Okay, it needs to go over this, and you can push it by hand. Make sure that it's all the way in on the bottom also, because these tend to go on one side and then to slip out on the other side. So reach with your fingers, your middle fingers on the bottom, and touch and see where this thing is. And if you see now, because we slid it backwards into the airbox, now it's back to where it's supposed to be here. So the first thing you're gonna tie is this one here. You're gonna tie this one here first, and remember these fit in a specific place right here. So we're gonna tie this first, and then we're gonna tie the second one on the left side. And make sure this is tight, because the vibrations can kick this out. And this fits right there on at the edge. If you push this rubber here, you're gonna feel that the rubber kind of falls out of the plastic, because this fits in a very specific way right there at the edge of the box. And it has a slot. It has a rich slot on it, so it doesn't come out. So this one is ready here. I'm gonna push this down here. I think this is broken. I didn't break this. Maybe someone else broke it. But anyway, you need to plug this back by pushing it, and then pushing the gray clip all the way in. And now we're going to tight the second one here. And this one doesn't have a ridge or a place where it sits. It just sits right on the top of the plastic. So all you need to do is just get it tight. And here we go. So check again. Everything seems to be tight. Kind of try to force shake this so you feel that everything is tight. Okay, it's clipped. It's all the way in here. And check the bottom one. Okay, it seems like everything is tight and it's one connection. And the rest of it is just this brace here. Remember, it has 16mm in the front and 15mm bolt in the back. Okay, and this is it. That's the installation of the airbox back. Again, thanks for watching. I hope I'm helping you guys to fix these cars properly. And thanks very much. Please like my videos and please subscribe. Thank you.